The Secretary for the Inquiry into Child Sexual Abuse has described the report into historical abuse at Lambeth Council as the worst ever issue. The independent inquiry found the staff demonstrated a callous disregard for the vulnerable children they were paid to look after. It had evidence of children being raped and indecently assaulted, and of 705 complaints made, only one senior member of staff was ever disciplined. One person has died after an explosion at a German industrial park which houses chemical companies. 5 people are still missing, and the blast has been declared as an extreme threat by authorities. Fire Labour crews can say they've been forced to continue their pre-season training indoors. The cause is not yet known. Continuing in the north of the UK and towards the western coast, clouds with sunny spells elsewhere. Mysteriously pulled out of the Olympic team final after the first round because of medical issues.
Hi guys, so welcome back to the Blackbird Shed. Today I'm going to try and get on with the with this cage build. 2 days off. I'm going to see if I can strip this out, get the shelf in. It is quite warm at the moment. I'll leave the birds out tonight, and then tomorrow I need to make the frame to put back into here so that I can let the birds back in again. I'm going to just do a few videos of me getting on with that, and we'll see how we get on. Cheers.
You can't become world class when the margins are a bit to your sore throat. But the amount of effort you have to put in is massive. So having that funding available helps athletes become full-time athletes. It's brilliant. We're touching more and more the families of the athletes and the TV members celebrating these victories, and that was probably fantastic footage of Tom Dean's players sort of 3-4 in the morning.
Right, an hour in, and I've managed to get the older side off that flight down, and it's well open now, so I can start thinking about getting the supports for the shelf and trying to get that shelf in. We'll have to cut that down probably. We'll see. There's the front, which I've taken off. Obviously the door went there, that's upside down at the moment. Might be able to use some of that wood, but it's fairly cheap to get new stuff anyway, so this is what we've got at the moment. So I need to clean that out because it's getting all over me. We'll clean the walls. Not urgent to do that at the moment. Got to get all that down from up there. And at the moment I've cleaned all down here. Also got the shelf in, which will be around about here. The shelf will go on top of that, yeah, and then here is where I'll build a front very similar to these, with the cages in. I've got the wood for that, so hopefully I'll get that done by tomorrow, and then I can let the birds back in. Right guys, so I've cleaned out the bottom of the flight. See, I tiled that, and I'm just getting rid of this bit here now. So I've cleaned out all the bits from the top, and all of the little hooks that I had. You can see where a lot of the cage perches were. There's residue of mite. There's any little cracks and crannies like there, you see that there was mite there. So I've got the this part of the shelf in now, at the base of the cages. The reason I've done it in these two bits at the moment is because it was tricky putting cutting it out into this corner. And the reason why I want to do it in two pieces, i.e. this piece and then this piece, is because if I put a one big shelf in, I'm not going to be able to get in to do the trim and all the bits that I need to do in here. So I can actually stand here now and I can put the trim in and I can do what I need to do. And then the next job will be able to put this part in and again carry on with the trim around here, so I can get access from that side. What I've decided to do is basically clean this window, and then I'm going to put perspex actually on this part, covering it. So no birds will be able to get to that, and so that's why I need to clean it. And then it'll allow me to make a shelf, a tray that comes up to here. And I haven't got to worry about this little corner bit here. Obviously that goes down into the cage below. So below, I'll put some perspex in the window to let light into that area. So first day, I've still got a bit more time I can work on, but all I've managed to do so far is get this shelf in. So I'm going to cork the edges, do sanding down in a few places here. I'll probably look at getting the wood on here to allow me to stick the perspex to, because I need to put that on before I put this trim on, I think. So not too bad a day. I've got a bit more time, so I'll carry on a bit more, see how much I can get done. So, yeah, managed to cork underneath here now. So it's corked underneath, all around the edge there. And this bit where it joins to the partition, that's corked all the edges, and I've corked inside as well. I took this partition out, cording the birds off, corked it from the side, corked along that gap there. This will need an undercoat and then a top coat at some point when I do this part, the under part here. Okay, so just got perhaps a little bit more to do tonight. This bit here where I'm going to be putting the perspex. That does mean tomorrow I need to cut perspex. Concentrate on this shelf here, the extra shelf. Continue it all along. So that's going to be this bit here, and then got to build this front. So I've got lots to do tomorrow. So welcome back to day 2 of this cage build. Early morning, well for me, past 10 o'clock. And before we crack on, and I'll show you what's going on in there. I just got a video that I did on the 25th. Last video uploaded, I mentioned I found 2 dead chicks in the aviary, and that there was 2 alive in the box. Well, just giving you an update on those, and also there was a little nest in the aviary in a bush. So we'll see how you're getting on with that. So I last time I looked at this, there was 2 chicks in here. They've died. I've removed them. There was 6 eggs in there, which are a bit messy. And these are the eggs. They're no good. And then I've got the 2 chicks that I've taken out now. If you remember, I said on the last video that there was 2 chicks which had come out, and I found them dead on the ground. The other 2 were alive at the time. Well, there they are there. So there's no food in the crop, so I would suggest they died from not being fed. Now, whether that was because of the heat, because it's been 30 degrees this last few days, so could be that it was just the heat. Basically, it was just too hot for them. So I'm going to put this nest box back in now. Still none the wiser as to what what they are. Could be cutthroats. We do have a couple of cutthroats in that in this aviary. There's a little screw up there. Just going to put the nest box back up there. Somebody obviously likes it, so we'll keep it back up there. There wasn't a lot of bedding in there, so I'm going to put a load more of grasses and stuff in here. And maybe it was just too warm for me there and they abandoned it. Anyway, better luck next time, eh? Look myself in. There you go, there's all the Gordian finches still doing well. And it's in this side of the aviary where we had the nest. And it was just down here now, just in this bush here. So the eggs that were in there, they fell through. It wasn't a very good nest. It wasn't supported very well. So what I've done is I've replaced the nest that was there, or lifted it, and then replaced it into a nest pan, just in case that's more likely to be successful. Now they haven't put any more eggs in there since, so it may not work. Yeah, just the 2 eggs in there. Still don't know who it is that's nesting. I'll keep having a little peek. Could be the starfinches. There's the cock. That's the hen, I think. That's the cock. And the hen is up there. Fingers crossed it's them. But really, we'll have to just see. Right then, so we can start now day 2. So I'll just update you with what I did last night, or what I finished off with. So again, clean the floor, some of the cage fronts in there. There's the wade ones I've got there. This piece is in here, which is going to support the other part of the shelf, which I'll be cutting today. If I go inside here, I did manage to caulk all around there. This is in now permanently. Did talk about I'm going to cut a piece of perspex to go on here, because otherwise I'm going to have to put the shelf into that into there, and that's just going to be too much. What I'm going to be doing first of all is probably trying to get this onto here somehow. Now, how do you think? Oh, I've got the trays. How am I going to work out the thickness of the tray? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of the trays from over there, which is the format that I normally use. I'm going to use the tray to work out the distance. Just use it like a... On this side bit here, also today I need to try and get 2 cage fronts. I'm going to try and utilise this piece already in here, and save taking that out and replacing it. I can use this along here so that I can work out where these pieces are going to go, and what I need to do is do some matches just to make sure that there's enough gap for the trays to be able to go in and out. Yeah. But now I'm going to try and get this over here and just make sure that that's the right height along there. So let's crack on. So I should put this on the 2 matches so that I can make sure it's the right height above there. I need to just cut this now so that that can be fixed against there, but I'm going to have to pack this bit out as well. And also I've put this bit on the side here just to raise this up so that when I get to put one of these along this bit, again it's the right height and I haven't got a gap there again, so just trying to limit the number of gaps. there's a gap here where the tray is. There goes a match. And then what I'm going to do is I'll probably also put matches there as well. And this has just been temporarily fixed in. I've just tacked it in with the screws. It is going to be going here. It's going to be going level with the top. But at the moment, I'm just using it so that when I build the frame, the frame will go rest onto it. So I know now that that's the measurement I've got to play with. So the measurement is all up there, across the top, down here. And that is what I've got. That's what I've got to use for the frame. Right, so I've got my wood. Got this 96 mil. I've got some 21 by 21 mil, 34 mil. Got 2 pieces of architrave, and I've got 3 pieces of 12 by 21. And I've got to go get some paint now, but I'm ready to go. So back, and yeah, one thing, when I buy the wood, I always try and make sure that I'm using uniform sizes that I used on previous cages. Right, so I've got the frame in now, and I need to do the side bit. I don't think that's going to take too long. I think I'll just put the cage fronts in just so I can see what it looks like. I'm going to be using these type of things for keeping the cages in. I've got those somewhere, so that shouldn't take too long to put on as well. This is going to be here temporary, but it will drop down to here once I'm ready. Once I've done the shelves, and then the shelves will actually fill that space. I've measured that, so I'm hoping that that's fine. If it's not quite right, I'll take a bit off the shelf. got it all up. I need to cork it, I need to undercoat it, I need to do quite a few other things. But the time now is 10 to 5, I've only really got to 1/4 past, so I'm just going to put the cage fronts in and all that sort of stuff, so that at least I can let the birds back in. That's it really. So let's get these fronts on. Somewhere to put this out. Now I've got feeding places, so that's good. So these can go in. If it needs a good clean as well. So I'm using some cage fronts that I've had previously. So they got water, seed, grit. So yeah, what I've done then. So basically these are in how they're going to be, but this is all got to be corked around here. It's got to be sanded down. I don't want any cracks down here. All these cracks will be gone as well. This has to drop to allow me to put the shelves in. I've got repair work to do here, there as well, where there were some screws, more holes up there. Inside needs a complete clean. Got to get all this off the walls. Paint it the green colour that I do use. We'll probably take the bottom shelf out this side to allow me to get in there and do the far end. I've got that bit of sort of skirting over there at the moment. That's all in. The door's off at the moment, but there's an external door I'll open. And I've got to put some more skirting around there and along the back when I do the trays. So the trays and the painting is the next job. So when I get another 2 days off, I'll strip the cage fronts out and then completely do an undercoat on all of this, sand it down, cork it, and then once it's basically to this sort of quality, what I've done previously over here, yeah, this sort of quality, I'll have the shelves done. They can go in, 3 shelves in total. It'll have to be two in that end, and then 1 that comes straight out from here. Yeah, it'll be finished. Then I'll put some shelves in there, sorry, some perches in there, which are a bit more towards the top, which are a bit more permanent. And then we've got these where I can put nests. So we can put nests here and here, and yeah, it'll be really good. But for the moment, that's good enough. I've got to do an adjustment on that. Good. Let's let the birds in. Let's see what they like it or not. So I've still got tidying up to do out here, but I'm running out of time. So basically, I've got a wire. I've got a string that goes across to the door. So the door is now open. And I just leave that under there like that. Okay, so they should be able to come in now. So whether anything's going to come in, I don't know. So what I might do is just leave the camera and we'll see whether they do come in while I carry on tidying up. Okay guys, thanks for watching. We've got the cage fronts on now. This is just temporary. They're going to be in this position, but I've obviously still got the painting to do, sanding down, finishing off all the cracks, you know, making it look good. We've got the side to do as well. Everything else looks pretty good though. Structurally it's sound, and I'm well happy with it. Just got to adjust some of these cage fronts a little bit, just for aesthetics reasons. The birds are in, or a few of them have come in already. I've had about a dozen in, they've all gone back out again now. But they are perching on these perches. I will put some extra perches in at the top once it's all done properly. Obviously I'm going to paint the walls that green colour, and we're going to have the shelves in there. This will all be painted white once it's been undercoated as well. I just want to show you the side. I didn't quite manage to get this done. So this was going to be, what I'm going to have to do is take out this piece of wood here, have a piece of wood at the top there, and then that will be the chicken wire. This cage front will go the full length of that. This is a Finch front, so I'll have another access with a door, and I'll have another option to put in a nest box. Also got the one down here as well, and we've also got 2 feeders on this one, so it'll give me better access from this side. This is a 15-inch height one, that's a 12-inch one, but it will just be better. It'll also be sunk back in a little bit like this one is, so I'll be less likely to bang myself on it as I walk by. But that's just temporary, just stuck that in like that. At the back there is that gap, but underneath there, if you can see, I've blocked it off really. See, they're already pooing on the ground. It's going to be a right mess in there, but it's the sort of stuff I can wipe down. So hopefully I'll get on with it pretty soon, get them trays built, get it all undercoated, top coated, and it will look brilliant. It's a fantastic area. I've got quite a big area there, and it's going to be used properly, where I think previously a lot of the birds weren't going down into this area down here anyway. Now I can actually have a shelf in there and a proper set of cages, and a proper set of cages down the bottom there for the quails. Just lots of little work to do, little tiny bits like this which I'm not happy with. Little bits. If you look around as it goes round, I've got the 1, the 2, the 3, and then that one goes round to it. Also the partition can be taken out, and that can all be put back into one flight. So I've basically created a flight that can be utilised right way around here. So I'm well chuffed. Anyway, thanks very much for watching. Please subscribe, smash that like button. Any comments would be great. Any advice also is good. And we'll catch up with you at some point later on. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and thanks for watching. Take care. Bye.